Hello everyone, welcome to Mathematics with the Math Room. In this channel, I will always try my best to make math so simple for you, my friends. Today we'll be looking at how you can convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. And to do that is actually very easy. If you can divide, then you can convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. And this division is likely not going to be a perfect division. What do I mean by that? You might have a remainder after this division. And in a case like that, all you have to do is arrange it in this format. The quotient, which is the answer from your division, will become your whole number. Of course, you remember that our mixed fraction consists of a whole number and a fraction and a proper fraction. The proper fraction part, we have a numerator and a denominator. I'm sure we remember that. All right. So the answer from your division, which is your quotient, will become your whole number. And the remainder you get from your division will become your numerator. And the divisor, which you use for your division, will be your denominator. So it's pretty much easy. Divide it and arrange your answer in this format. Let's try out a few examples that will help us understand this a little better. Convert the following from improper to mixed fraction. And we have question number 1. 67 over 8. This is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Now, how do we convert it to a mixed fraction? Like I told you earlier, you just have to divide. And if you know your times table, it will be a lot easier for you. All you have to do is find out how many 8s can I take out of 67. But if you don't know your times table, you can carefully write out your multiple this way, and that will also help you with your division. Now, since I'm using 8 to divide 67, I carefully write out my multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, and I have 72. But if you look carefully, you see that 72 has gone bigger than the number I'm trying to divide, which is 67. So what does that tell me? There is no way my answer will fall within this 72 region. My answer has to be within this 64 region. Now, how many 8s did it take to get to this 64? It took 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It took 8 multiples of 8 to get to 64. So now I have my answer, which will become my whole number. The next thing is to find my remainder. How do I get the remainder? The difference between the number that gave me my answer and the number I divided. So 67 minus 64 will give me my remainder. And when I do that math, I'll get my remainder to be 3. Now I have my whole number, I have my numerator, the only thing left is my denominator. I just look at my divisor. Which number did I use for my division? I used 8, so that becomes my denominator. So at the end, your answer will be in this format. 8 whole number, because the answer you got from your division is 8. 3, because your remainder was 3, all over 8, because your divisor was 8. So, like I said, your quotient, which is your answer, would become your whole number. The remainder will become your numerator. And the divisor will become your denominator. Let's take a good look at another example. We have 32 over 5. Like I said, my friends, it's important to know your times table. It makes this a lot easier. If I know my timetable, all I have to do is find out how many 5s can I get out of 32. But if you don't know your times table, I always have your back. All you have to do is clearly write out the multiple of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The next one is 35. And 35 is bigger than this number. So there is no way my answer falls within this 35 region. it definitely has to be around this 30 region. So how many times did it take me? How many multiples of 5 did I get? Did it take to get to 30? 6. That is my quotient. That is my answer. And that will become my whole number. So the next thing is for me to get my remainder. If I take out 30 from 32, what will be left? I'll be left with 2. So I have my remainder, which is 2. And my divisor was 5. So that automatically becomes my denominator. So at the end of the day, I have an answer that looks like this. 6 whole number, 2 over 5, or 6 wholes and 2/5. My answer from my division was 6, and that became my whole number. My remainder was 2, and that became my numerator. And my divisor here was 5, and that became my denominator. My friends, we have one more example. Let's find out what that will be. So we have 41 over 7. To change this to a mixed fraction, like I said, you have to do what? Divide it. If you know your times table, it's easier. You just ask yourself, how many 7s will I get out of 42? And with a little thinking, you can see, oh, I can get out 5 7 out of 32, out of 41 rather. But if you don't know your times table, you have to carefully write out your multiples of 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. And the next number is bigger than 41, so it won't be within this 42 region. It's definitely going to be here. So how many multiples of 7 did it take to get to 35? 5 multiples of 7. So that's my quotient. That's my answer. And that will in turn become my whole number. The next part is to get my remainder. And remember, to get your remainder, you take away the number that gave you that whole number from the number you divided. So in this case, I take away 35 from 41. When I do that, my remainder is going to be 6. So now I have my whole number, which is 5. I have my numerator, which is 6. And my denominator would, this divisor would always become my denominator. So at the end of the day, I have an answer that looks like this. I have 6 whole, 5 whole, 6, 7. I have 5 whole number, 6 over 7. So my friends, that's how you can convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. I have a few examples for you here. I would love you to attempt them, pause this video, and try them out. Thank you. Remember to like our videos, share our videos, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. And in our next class, we'll be talking about how we can convert a mixed fraction to an improper fraction. It's just like doing a reverse of this. Bye for now. Catch you in our next class.